Hello, creative friends. This is Joy. So I pulled out my Dino Weekly Mixed Media Journal again to do another art journal page. I've been having a lot of fun using this journal. And this one I decided to do in different shades of blue. So I put little dabs of blue on there with some white. But I decided I wanted to take this tool, this scrapey tool, whatever you call it. I don't know what it is. And I found it. I went out and raided my husband's shop out there and grab stuff out from his shop. And I just wanted to see what I could do to use it to scrape across the paint, to spread it, and to, add some interest to this page. And so then once I got that on there, I decided to use this as packaging. I don't remember what was in it, to actually put some orange circles on the page. But as you can see, it didn't work as well as I had thought it would work, but it was fine. Matter of fact, by the time I was done doing this, some of the blue was still wet and it got picked up on the packaging. I kind of like the packaging better than the page, so I may use that on something. And then I decided to go through my stash and find out what I wanted to add to the page. So I found this bird, this is a bird that I drew, and I thought it'd be nice to add something that I actually drew. Found this tag, and I think it was for some shoes, and I found a quote that I thought would go with this page. So I want to paint out, I like the front of it as it is of this tag, but on the inside I wanted to cover up and paint out what it said on the inside. And so that's what I'm using this burgundy paint to paint around the inside of it to add a little bit of interest to the inside and to cover up what's on the inside of the tag. So after I get done with that, I set that aside to dry, and then I just take some extreme glue stick and glue the bird onto the page, which my glue stick's just about gone. So I glue that down to the page, and then I pull out my Arteza watercolor pens to color the bird. This was actually just a quick ink drawing that I did when I participated in Inktober this past year. So I thought it would be fun to, like I said, include something on the page that I, drew myself. And then, of course, I thought it was even be more interesting to color it. I mean, it looked kind of cool, just in the black and white. But yeah, and it's just a Xerox, or, I just made a copy of my drawing. And so this probably wasn't the best paper to use to put this on, but it worked out fine. And it's just an art journal page. It's not like it's, that big of a deal. So as you see here, I'm just going around using the watercolor pens. And this actually, the bird that I drew was actually a gray and white bird, but I wanted to make him colorful. So I thought, I figured, okay, color him blue, but that blue was so dark. So then I came back in with this lighter blue here, but then I was like, man, he kind of blends into the background an awful lot. And I was really, wanting him to stand out a little bit more and not blend in so much. So then I ended up picking up that dark blue again and thought, well, since I colored his tail that dark blue and his head the dark blue, I guess I'll color the wings the dark blue and try to, make him look somewhat, you know, like a little bird here. And then I decided to add a little bit of a red belly on him, which I put that on, color his belly red. And then I got the blue out again because it's like now the bottom half doesn't match the top half. So then I tried to kind of add some of the blue, like hash marks, into like going up to his head and then around his eye to try to make it look somewhat like it's meant, that's the way it's supposed to be anyway. Just playing around basically with my watercolor pens here Color his little beak orange. Just trying to make him look colorful and cute, you know, on this art journal page. And so once I did all that, I ended up gluing the quote to the inside of my tag here and putting the tag on the page, I believe. But anyway, I ended up getting out my China marker and going around the bird to help him to stand out better. So that is pretty much the page for today. If you like the page, you can give me a thumbs up. You can leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Or you could subscribe to my channel to see more. I've been really having, like I said, a lot of fun playing around in this journal. And I'll be posting, videos of the pages I create in here so you guys can see that. So yeah, I mean, this is my recent obsession is with this wonderful Dinah Weekly journal. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.